Ladies and gentlemen, to begin our closing ceremony this morning, for the Muslim, let us all recite Al-Fatihah to seek for Allah's blessing, and for the non-Muslim, please observe this moment of silence and pray in your own way. Al-Fatihah. Professor Chemist Dr. Muhammad Qasim, Deputy Vice Chancellor, Academic and International Affairs, Universiti Kebangsaan Malaysia. Professor Dr. Seung-Han Park, the founder of Asian Science Dean Summit, ASDS2023 University, South Korea. Professor Chemist Dr. Isa Ahmad, Dean of Faculty of Science and Technology, come the advisor of 6 ASDS2023 Universiti Kebangsaan Malaysia. Professor Dr. Rohana Adnan, Chairman of Malaysian Council of Dean of Science and Mathematics, MDSM, University Science Malaysia. Associate Professor Dr. Abdul Muni Abdul Murad, Chairman of 6 ASDS2023 Universiti Kebangsaan Malaysia. Plenary speakers, senior officers of UKM, participants of 6 ASDS 2023, welcome to the closing ceremony of 6 ASDS 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, before we start with our closing ceremony, first let me invite Professor Chemist Dr. Isa Ahmad to present the summary and future direction of this summit. Please welcome.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and very good morning. Prophet Seung-Han Park, founder of ASDS Yonsei University. Prof. Rohana Adnan, the Chairman of Malaysian Council of Dean of Science and Mathematics, and Prof. Muhammad Qasim, Deputy Vice Chancellor, Universiti Kebangsaan Malaysia. So I think actually I have two files, but I only present one file, the last one, for the solution and strategy. For each group, I think we will distribute to all participants because we have very limited time. So we go to the summary and future direction of the summit. Okay, this is the conclusion from our discussion just now. First, ASDS will be organized together with the Science and Technology Conference, which can be called Asian Science Deal Forum. But the committee will discuss later on the direction of this forum. We plan to make it more specific to faculty affairs, not open to all science and technology forum, because it will be too much, too big. So we will discuss with the host from Philippines later on. So part of this ASDF is the Dean Summit, and more participants, students, and lecturers can join the conference. Then second direction, ASDS or Asian Dean Science Dean Council. All members have agreed that there is no rush to form a formal council yet. That means the committee of ASDS is only from International Advisory Board. The committee from each countries or specific, for example, MDSM, BPANET, and other council from different countries will be discussed or decided later. So not to rush for that, maybe after ASDS 10, so we can decide the formally ASDC. Okay, that's what we agreed just now. All members have agreed, there is no rush, and then strengthening ASDS to make more deans to join the summit organically and expanding the ASDS community. So I think that's it from our discussion just now. Later on, International Advisory Board with the host of 7 ASDS 2024, we discuss 2025. We discuss more details and inform all the deans from other countries, from each countries, from the participant from ASDS 2023. So I think that's it from me. Thank you very much. Thank you for your support to ASDS 2023.
Thank you, Professor Chemist Dr. Ishaq, for the presentation. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I would like to call upon Professor Chemist Dr. Muhammad Kasim, Deputy Vice Chancellor, Academic and International Affairs, Universiti Kebangsaan Malaysia, to deliver his closing speech. Please welcome.
Thank you very much, Mas, for the introduction. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and very good morning to all of you. Professor Seung-Han Park, the founder of ASDS from the Yonsei University, Korea, my colleague, Professor Chemist Dr. Ahmad, Dean, Faculty of Science and Technology, also advisor for the ASDS 2023, Professor Rohana Adnan, Chairman of Malaysian Council of Dean of Science and Mathematics, Associate Professor Dr. Maudun Munir Abdul Murad, Chairperson of the Organizing Committee for the ASDS 2023, distinguished guests, participants, ladies and gentlemen. To see good things end after many years of not having able to get together, and for the last 3 days, I think it has been fantastic gatherings, discussions. A lot of things has been discussed, and some new things coming up, and has to be followed up for the next summit also. But during this summit, I believe all participants have explored all possible opportunities for strategic and also impactful research, teaching, and learning, and also partnerships. I think the deliberations on what's next for ASDS has been timely. We need to transform this gathering to strategic gathering that address the need of the faculties, especially science faculties, to tackle what comes to us in terms of technologies, in terms of movements, of how we deliver knowledge in these challenging days. For example, to transform some of the teaching and learning that we have used to deliver into more digital forms, and perhaps conduct classes, via online and so on. So these are some of the challenges that I think faculties has to face and has to come up with some strategic approach so that we don't lose some of our potential students to come and study with us. And Professor has just now summarized some of the decisions for the gatherings that maybe in years to come, a formal council would be established. That I think it's okay, and as we discussed earlier, Prof. Parks, we need things to come organically, which I think is good as well, but maybe the last 3 years we have not had much activities that make things a bit slowing down. But I think if we keep having a conference every year, then the momentum will keep going, and then we don't lose much of the planning that we have made. And we all realize that deans are only terms are maybe 3 years, and then most 5. So changing of the administration also need for us to back up with some associate deans as well. I think the next conferences we should also make associate deans part of the delegation as well, so that they can take over once the deans either promoted or finishing their term. So these are things that I think well thought of, and then should follow up in the next years or so. And as UCAMs, I think we should be part of this, and I think Professor would be able to at least, and also Prof. Rahana, bring this into the Dean Council in Malaysia, so that we can get more and more participants from Malaysian. The same thing goes to MIPANET, for example, get more deans to come and join us next year. And we also have in this room 12 other countries. So you are also should play a part in promoting this gathering to the rest of the deans in your own countries. And I hope this summit has resulted in establishment of national education. This is another part that we also hope that the collaboration between deans will be able for us to offer this transnational education, which is giving the opportunity for our young postgraduate students to sample some of the developments or some new things in other countries as well. And at least we can open up their horizon a bit more wider for them to face the global challenges once they get out from the universities. And finally, I would like to express my appreciations to all parties involved in this, in organizing this summit, especially the faculty members that has worked tirelessly to revive again the conferences and also the summits, and I think they have done a good job, so let's give them a big applause. And to the rest of the members and delegates that has come from far to Malaysia, thank you for your participation. We hope that you will come back here either as in other conferences, or you can also come and visit us. With that, thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor Chemist Dr. Muhammad Kasim, for the speech. Ladies and gentlemen, before we end our summit, let us all watch the montage for the next course of 7 ASDS 2024. Please enjoy the multimedia presentation. Gentlemen, with the end of the montage just now, our summit is now officially over. We hope that all the experience and knowledge gained during the summit is beneficial and give impact, especially to us, our students, communities, and our beloved countries. We also hope that the relationship established during this summit will continue until the future. It has been a great pleasure to host this summit and getting to know each and every one of you. Till then, thank you for everyone's participation and see you in the next summit in the Philippines.